Good evening. Recording now in progress. Um, with the introduction we've had so far, I believe that you must have gone through the channel I sent you. At least that should give you foundation. So please unmute your mic and tell me what you've done so far. I'm with you all the best. Please enlighten us on what you've learned so far. Who'll go first?
Yeah, I've learned a little bit of about styling, decoration, like adding colors to a text. Um, what else again? Adding color, then how to center text, and all of that. About padding, so padding and margin a little bit.
That pattern you just mentioned. Like,
Yeah,
can you give me several properties you can use for padding? Just padding. Like we have the property padding,
we have
the
padding
values.
top, padding top, padding
No, no,
bottom.
no. I'm not talking about those
Control.
singular paddings. I mean, when you have padding, like you just wrote padding, full colon, then what are the values you can write there?
You can use pixel.
No, I mean the padding, like the number of parameters you can pass. Like how many items can you pass? Like you put you wrote something space, something space, something space, then
For
uh, for padding, I mean,
yes,
how many parameters does it accept?
I
And
think it's four.
four. Is that the only
Yes.
thing you learnt?
What is it?
Is that the only thing you learnt?
Mm,
Like just four for padding? Did you
I
see
didn't
two?
really. Or let me say, I didn't really get the question very well.
Like padding, if you write padding, it's not necessarily you have four. Sometimes you can have two.
Okay.
Sometimes you can have one. Sometimes you can have. That's the question I just asked you.
Okay.
So all the best. On to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Level.
Yeah. Uh I've learned I've learned how to how to style elements and
What what are the some properties you learnt?
or I learned margin.
Okay. The same question goes to you.
Okay.
Like the same question for padding. What can you say with margin?
Okay. Like in using margin we can use margin top, margin bottom, margin left and margin right. And we
That's not the
can actually what do you say?
that's not the question I asked him. If you listen very well,
Okay.
I meant well if you have just margin and colon, no top, no bottom, no left, no right, just margin. What
Okay.
are the parameters?
Like that's like four parameters. Oh, it's not.
Okay, continue, please.
Okay. Apart from that, I learned how to center tests.
Okay.
Uh, I learned how to give border to an element.
Okay. What kind of border did you apply?
Or
like what kind of border, like the border style. I mean,
But that's the like solid.
okay. Uh-huh. I'm with you. Yeah, you got that right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
What next? Apart
Or
from
and
solid.
how to
No, apart from
how to
solid, what else?
uh, what again now? I saw uh, uh,
It's not just one.
we have yeah we I saw one like dotted solid. I don't really understand that one.
Okay, let's continue. You get. Just continue. What else?
And uh, okay. Uh, what's this one again? And instead of making the border to round an element, you can actually give border bottom, which it will only give a line to the bottom of an element.
Hmm.
Likewise, the left and the right.
Well said. As you've tried, the whole week didn't go to waste.
Okay.
I expect more from you next time.
All right.
Once you hold on to a property, just read more on it, like the values that you can use for that property.
Okay. Okay.
Is very necessary.
All right.
Mhm. Now, we'll be using gigs for gigs,
All right.
at least to. I was using a channel for you on the LinkedIn, premium LinkedIn. Do we? Does anyone have premium LinkedIn among you?
No, I don't
No.
know.
So, okay, that was what I was using. But I think my speed was too fast. It was too high then. Probably you didn't get much because I wanted to take things at a faster pace, but it seems you have to take it little by little. I'll be using gigs for gigs at least. Most of them, some of them will not be new to you.
Okay.
I believe you will learn more. Let me start sharing my screen now. I think we've done so much here. Please, if you fail to hear me once, anytime, and it's getting, and it's okay, and it's taking longer, please message me on WhatsApp.
All right.
Okay.
Aha, you've done. We've done syntax explanation. We've done comments, but let's quickly brush through over this. I said before. I said we have the selector used for pointing to the elements you want to apply CSS to, the property, the kind of styling you want to give, and the value. What kind of thing you want for that property. For example, we have color, then red. Color means property, red means value. Um, so we've gone through a lot of this, and I expect you to have gone through this part of CSS, like the selector, all the selector. I will not be going through them one by one.
Okay.
because at the beginning of the this thing our class, I told you that I'll teach you one, you learn two. That's the best way to learn. Though I'll try my best as to simplify things. So if you look at this place, we have so many selectors, and if you master one of them, when it gets to JavaScript, there are some you can also use. For example, in CSS, in JavaScript there's something called query selector. If you can use query selector very well, all these things you are looking at, this ones like this, I think up to this point, there are, yes, just some of them are used for query selector in JavaScript. If you can apply them very well in CSS, it shouldn't be a problem in CSS in JavaScript. So I think we should continue, and I've said we have comment as well. You already know that we have forward slash asterisk. Then what do you want to write inside your content, inside the um, comment? I think there's just one line, single line comment in CSS. If you want it to be multi-line, then you have to break the line. Most of the time, why would you need multi-line comment? I have to draw. You have just a block. Though there are blocks and blocks nowadays. Just that. Okay, let's move on to color. Where we need to practicalize, we lay my hands on it. I don't know if you've done primary color, secondary color. You still remember them well?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the primary colors are RGB, red, green,
Yes.
blue. So the mixture of two or three from this uh, color will generate a new color entirely. You can also paint one to generate. Uh, oh, sorry, you can't paint one. I think. Please have a call.
Okay.
Alright.
I might, I'm sorry. Please hold on a minute.
Alright.
Aha, I'm sorry. It will still come back. I was working on
Alright.
something for him. Aha,
Alright.
we have this primary color. If you know how to mix them very well, you will be able to generate any color of your choice. We have the red, green, blue. We have the red, green, blue E. What's that is? What does it stand for? Wait, I forgot to. RGB. Aha. The alpha, yes, alpha. Uh,
Alpha.
we
Okay.
yes, we use alpha to control um the intensity of the color. Like you can make it to go darker. You can make it to go lighter. I think I will pick. I think we use it for pick different color. Which will find sorry transparency. Uh, but when you are using alpha, you have to be very careful because not all browsers support it. There was a time I was designing. I wanted an overlay on a picture because I started testing the CSS across browsers. I found out that thank God, Internet Explorer is no longer alive. It's no longer working. I had to um, work on that image. I had to make the image itself look very dark. Like do work on it on in Photoshop because transparency does not work in this particular transparency does not work um Internet Explorer, and I tried so many ways. I even tried to pick and some others. What I actually wanted to achieve was not really achievable with CSS on Internet Explorer. I just hope we don't have a problem like that in the near future. Okay, now let's work on color. Or have you done anything on color?
Not really.
Okay,
Just add normal color, like maybe you just add red and other color like that. You text or something.
I think we need to check this. Is that from you or from you?
Look on, look on.
Please do not mind my naming convention. On a normal day, I won't use this. So I think the first thing we need to do, let's create a div.
Okay.
Div dot one. Div dot one. Enter. Show preview. So I want to select one like this. I'll give it background color red. We've already done this, right? We've already done. Let me just give this
Yes.
one padding. I'm not working on padding right now, so
Okay.
any value I give it, when we get there, we'll talk more on that. So this is red for color. I want to comment that out. Padding. Sorry, background color. I want to use this thing, the RGB color. That's RGB like this,
Okay.
and the values run from 0 to 255. So this one is saying red. Now you can either put 0. Let's give it 0 or true. Something like this. That is for black, and you can give it 255, 255, 255, 255. You can see 0 all true is black, and 255 all true um is white. So let's give this one 20, If you give them the same number, then you are varying black. If you have zero or true and you give something 111, it's just as if you are reducing it 100. You can see. Can you, can you see this? 150, 200, 230. That's varying black. Like the gray, the how black it is. That is if you are having the same color too. Now let's now assume we have 2z like this. Let me give it 100 like this. Oh. Yeah. If this is red, let me alter the color here. I'll give it more of red like this. If I give it less of red, like 50, you see,
Okay.
it's just color mixture here. So if I'm not okay with this color, I can also come here, hover on this, then drag my mouse like this. You can see. Because it used to be very tricky to get this color right. Though if you are working with color most of the time and you are very good at it, you should be able to know some color off book. So that's color. That is that for you. You can see these are more of red, a lesser green, and the list is blue. What if we now have 255 of this? 255. You can see pink lady. Is that pink?
More.
I don't know.
It's just
I don't know.
close to baby pink.
Okay. I don't know color. Sorry. Apart from the apart from normal colors I use, like this in cyan, magenta, I can hardly mention 20 and identify them. Now for contact. So that is for RGB. And if you, there's another one as well, background color. It follows the same pattern as well.
Okay.
RGB. We can have this one runs from, this one is hexadecimal. It runs from A to, sorry, 0 for for a color. Any one of them, we have a pair, a pair of number. 00 for blue, for black, 00 for white, for green, 00 for blue. So that's for RGB. That's for hexadecimal. So you can also have 002 FF. So you know what hexadecimal is, right?
No.
So, hexadecimal is just like you having you want to, it's just like a number system whereby you have 0 to 15. That is an hexadecimal system. But if you want, in a normal number system, the one we use, this natural number, we use a decimal number. That decimal number is also a number system. It runs from 0 to 9. But for hexadecimal, it runs from 0 to 15, but you cannot, if you put 0 1 5 3 2, you can't say if this is hexadecimal, because that 1 5 can mean 15. In order to avoid that confusion, uh, they now introduced A B C D E F. You have 0 to 9 and A to F. A means 10, B means 11, up to F, which is 15. You get it?
Okay.
So if you start your mixture here as well, um, 1 1, and let's give it red. Red means FF. Let's add a bit of blue. Look at this one, and this one also has weight. This one has less weight, lesser weight than this. Can you see what I just highlighted? You
Yes.
see, we have F and we have the second F. Okay, let me put F2. These two you are looking at, it's just like you writing um one and one 11, right? Now
Yeah.
this one one of these ones is greater, has a larger weight, which is the first one, the one to the left, has a larger weight. If you now have 111 like this, 1111, this one has more weight than the second one. The second one has more weight than the third one. It continues that way. The same thing applies to this hexadecimal. So the first F is more powerful than has more weight than the second one, like F. If I now put 0F, you see what happens. Can you see? What
Yes.
if I now put F0, it does not make much difference. So if I now put let's say BF, you can see
Yes.
AF, 1F, 2F, 3F, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Enough of that. So you can also mix your color here. 3. I'll give this one like this. So that's for hexadecimal. We've already done this 3. I don't normally use this one, this
Okay.
HSL and HSLA. I don't use them. I'm more convenient with the first two, RGB and hexadecimal. Though there are some cases where you may need to use this one, but I've never come across a situation that warrants me to use any of this, because everything I've been working on, I can still achieve them with this RGB and hexadecimal. So why do I need to go forward? It's just like we have two people working on the same thing. You know, both of the two, if they are not trying to copy each other, they will arrive at the same answer but with different method. That's why we have something like this. You see a programmer doing it this way, another person is doing it the other way. So the same thing applies to this one. You can also hover your mouse here and then move like this. Okay, I need to call your attention to something, because this should not be just class, just normal listen walkthrough on properties and this thing. That is some values. That is something you can also do on your own. But I think we should move into. Oh, not bad. CSS.html. Aha. I want to view the. Okay, I can press Ctrl Shift I on my keyboard. That is um, Chrome to bring out the developers tool, or go here, the menu, more tools, then developers tool. You can see Control Shift I. So when you're dealing with color, there's something we call this thing. Uh, I've forgotten that terminology. Like how well can your visitors see this, see the content? How easy will it be? Will it be for them to see the content on this? I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if this one will give us that this. There's some there's a place we normally check that. It will show us it will give us. Okay, I think let me try to. Okay, let's try Chrome, Mozilla. I just want to show you that to you because sometimes you need to know why you are using a particular color. If I remember the terminology, I will let you know.
Okay.
It's the function of that is that it will show you like two color combination, then it will give you like two marks. Or it I used to get it in browser before. So once I move my mouse like this, you can see that the color here, the text is not that visible. The browser will
Yes.
tell you like this color is not good by giving you two checks, like double mark. Double mark is means people can see it very very clearly. Single mark is people will find it difficult. No mark means that the people will not see it at all. The people will find it very extremely difficult to see it. So let's just leave that. That is for main front end development, but it's not the reason why we are here. That's for color. And if you want to make it transparent, like the color inside it, color. Let's try to make the color in it transparent. We have black before 000000. This is black. Don't do not forget we can use three color like this. It is a shorthand for the six. Um, I think it seems to have four as well. Do we have two? No, sorry. Three and four. Now let's now assume we have 000000. This is black. Let's now have 00 again. Very very transparent. 20. Can you see the color? Can you see the text?
No.
I can see, but it's very blur. Like very, very.
Faint.
Yeah.
A B C D E. Sorry. That is that for transparency. Alpha. You can also use the same thing for the same color you use there is the same color you use here. Okay, I think we are done with so much of that color, or we have done so much on color. So if you now want to apply anything in color, that should not give you a problem. We have done this one, built-in color, right? That's where you write the color name, like red, blue,
Yes.
indigo, yellow, dot.
Yes.
We have also done RGB formats. We've not done this one, but I assume that since we have done hexadecimal, you should be able to figure out this one. It's just like after the after the third one, you just put comma, then you put 0 to 255 here as well for the transparency. Let's see if we can run through one more. You can see the color I told you before. Like we have six. We have two pairs for one. This is the color, another color, another color. So each one runs from 0 to F. I have not used this one. Let's just read. The HSLA color properties is similar to, no, let's not use this. Stands for hue, saturation, and lightning. Oh, this format uses the cylindrical stuff. Hue is the degree of the color view. Oh, if you work with CorelDRAW, I think I've seen that in CorelDRAW so much. Like if you want to apply color, there is what we call color wheel. You have a wheel like on the color. You can just check online to know what color wheel is. That is what this one means. It's talking about, but I will not go into this. Is that Are you okay with the color I just explained? Or I should go over it again?
Yes, like somewhat.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
So if you're able to work with color there, then you should be able to apply color anyway. When it comes to border, when it comes to text, just name it. Anything that deals with color, you can mix their color. So what I just asked then, here are some properties: dotted, dashed, solid. Solid is the most common all the time. We have
Yeah.
double groove. You can read on this yourself. So um, here we have border. The amount of pixel you need: 1 pixel, solid, green. Let's make it more visible.
Okay.
Sorry, this one spoils somebody's eye. Oh, sorry. Magenta. Okay. And this color, I'll make this one white. Better now. So that's for color. You can also have a dotted. You see that? But if you look at something, if you look at this one, the border is within the elements.
Right, yeah.
Can you see that? Sometimes
Yes.
you can have it it will be staying out one leg outside, one leg inside. Sometimes it can stay outside. But I'll leave that to you to work on. Mine is just to call your attention. So that is for border. We've already done the size, the styling, and the color. Do not forget you can also apply all the things we did here to this one. I've told you that before, so we shouldn't go deep into that. You can see this is dotted, this is dash, double, solid, and this one more with color, font color, like the third one. And is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Wow. I think we also have some border style here as well. Let's see. Let's give this one. I've never I've never worked with elements that wants me to be using different color, a different distinct border style.
But that's time.
But just for you to know it, to know them, it's better for you to go through this. Like you see, let's see the other properties of border. And see we have border bottom. If it's a border bottom, we can also apply 1 pixel solid. So that's for border bottom. You can also apply border bottom style, border bottom color, anything you do for any of them. Border collapse. Oh, what is this one telling us?
15 minutes.
Oh, it seems to have to be very fast. Let's go to more important aspects in this. You can read more on them. You have you can see the width as well. Just you use Visual Studio Code, right?
What did you say?
Do you use Visual Studio Code?
Yes, yes.
So, at least you should be able to see the different styles. No, not all of them I use. If I'm doing front end fully, I do back end most of the time, but at least I know some of them, not all. Let's see what this one gives. I don't even know what it works for. Wait. Okay, enough of that. Let's use this one as solid. Black is good. We also have border radius as well. For this border radius, you can have it's used to curve the side, the angles of an element, a box element. You can have 20 pixel like this. Let's say we have 10 pixel. Yeah. Can you see what just happened?
Yes.
Let's give this one 50. You can see one is applying to both edge and the other is applying to, sorry, it's just like alternate. This one applies to this
Okay.
one. This is the first one, that is top left, top left. And for the second one, top right, top right. Sorry, top left, bottom right for the first one. The second one, top right, bottom left. Let's see if we have a third option. 200 pixel. So what does this do? Let's give our ball a padding. Let's make it okay, height 200 for you to see clearly. You can see we have, like I said before, we have there are some values, there are some properties that accept one parameter, two parameter, three parameters, four parameters. This is the third, the three parameters. You can see what just happened. 200. Sorry, let me use 100, and this one 70. You can see this 20 applied to this one, top left.
Yeah.
The second one applies to top right. Let me use 10 for this. The second one, you can see that it applies to these two angles, this here, this and this, and for the last one applies to the bottom right. Okay, so you can also have the fourth as well, which you take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 200. Let me do this one, 200 pixels. You can see. So let's now assume I want to make a circle with this, from this. Do you know what I will do? Huh?
No.
I'll give the same, something like this, and I'll now make this border radius, and I'll make the border radius 50%. Sorry.
Okay.
That's circle for you.